Yunus's pro-Islamist stand has now been exposed. In the just last 10 days, we have seen at least 2 top terrorists have been released. The ultimate cover-up proof. The room next to crime scene asked to be demolished. Big focus on Mamata's ministry's role in RG Kaur cover-up as Republic Bangla exposes the ultimate proof. Big controversy over Himachal minister's remark on illegal mosque. Shimla residents stage protest. In a spine-chilling interview, actor Soumya narrates how she was assaulted and raped by influential directors.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Paro kuch bano.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a sharp U-turn that has now been taken by Mohammed Yunus. The interim government caretaker, Mohammed Yunus, has released dreaded terrorists. In just about less than a few weeks, you have at least 2 top terrorists who have been released by Mohammed Yunus. And how exactly India should really be concerned? Because you have ABT, which is banned not just in India but also in Bangladesh, banned by Sheikh Hasina. Chief of ABT has already been released by Mohammed Yunus. And not just that. In the last few days, those who have been anti-India, they are the ones who have got an audience with Mohammed Yunus. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we speak to one of the stakeholders, the BNP, which has also taken a very strong position when it comes to India. But the fact of the matter is that how does this really change in the subcontinent, and what exactly is Mohammed Yunus really hinting at? Is he really working at the behest of the West? All this and much more. Let's take you through some of the details that we are going to now put across what has really happened starting from 30th of August when the first release took place. On 30th of August, Jashimuddin Rahmani, who happens to be the chief of Ansarullah Bangla team, ABT, has carried out several attacks in India. Not just that, there was an infiltration bid that was foiled by the central agencies just about a few years ago, and this was carried out by the ABT. Let's move on. What happened? ABT affiliated to Al-Qaeda in Indian subcontinent, and they've had a widespread network not just in Bangladesh, but a few other countries in the subcontinent, and have been found out. Their role has been found out in at least 2 such cases in the state of West Bengal, multiple cases in Assam. Let's also take you through more details coming in. They've tried to establish a jihadi network in India. This is exactly what the Assam police as well as the other northeastern police have indicated from their investigation. Let's take you through more details of who this man is, and his release is an indication of what Mohammed Yunus is basically trying to do. There are certain instructions perhaps that have come in. So this is exactly what Mohammed Yunus has done in just the last few days. Let's take you through some more details now coming in. This is with regards to another terrorist that has been released by Mohammed Yunus in the last few days. This India's attempt that has been to try and negotiate with Bangladesh when Sheikh Hasina was in power, to actually tell you about how exactly ABT has been operating. Sheikh Hasina did actually listen to India, keeping in mind there was enough evidence against them. Hasina had banned ABT back in 2015. And now, without any hearing taking place in a court, you have Jashimuddin already being released. Sweden Aslam. In fact, Sweden Aslam, who's wanted in 12 different murder cases. In fact, his role is also under investigation in some cases here in the national capital too. He too has been released. This was just 2 days after Jashimuddin was released. Let's now take you through the details of the terror tapes. Ladies and gentlemen, just about a few years ago, we took you through a detailed investigation coming in of the JMB, another affiliate which found space in Bangladesh. In fact, several arrests that have been made by the central agencies in Bangladesh of JMB has really come in from the border areas. Now, the fact that several of them have been already released clearly goes on to indicate that Mohammed Yunus has taken a sharp Islamic turn. Take a look.
The caretaker government of Bangladesh, led by Nobel Peace Laureate Mohammed Yunus, has freed Jashimuddin Rahmani, the chief of the Ansarullah Bangla team. ABT is a terror organization affiliated to Al-Qaeda. Rahmani's organization has tried to infiltrate in India in an attempt to spread jihadi network. Yunus also met Hifazat-e-Islam leaders, an organization known for its anti-India stand. On August 30th, Yunus lifted the ban on Jamaat-e-Islami party, which stands against secularism. Today, he called issue on attacks on Hindus exaggerated. Yunus' tilt towards anti-India element is a matter of concern for India. India is keeping a hawk's eye on terrorists infiltrating from Bangladesh. On 7th August, Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh members, along with their India head, were arrested in Bengaluru. In the possession of these dreaded terrorists were pistols, ammunitions, metal cylinders, explosives, chemicals, and secret training videos. As Yunus' support for pro-Islamist elements is becoming evident, questions on safety of Hindus are being raised. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Shama Ubaid of BNP's foreign committee members joining us on this broadcast. Shama Ubaid, there have been certain messaging that has been done by the BNP over the last few weeks saying that India has perhaps made the mistake of putting all eggs in one basket. You tell me, Shama Ubaid, that Jashimuddin Rahmani, who has been released, Harkat-e-Islam members are meeting Mohammed Yunus, and the fact that these are all individuals who have been against India. Jashimuddin Rahmani is a terrorist who has carried out various activities in India. Are we to expect that things are really going to change? Because it clearly appears that Mohammed Yunus has taken a clear U-turn, and the fact that he's perhaps taking instructions from somewhere else.
Well, it's too early to predict, and it's too early to make any judgment on the current interim government, because it's only been a month that Dr. Yunus has taken charge and the interim government has been in place. With all due respect to India, when you say anti-India, what do you mean by the term anti-India? Because in last 1.5 months, we have seen the youth and the whole Bangladesh actually criticizing India for its stand for supporting the last Hasina regime for 14 years.
Ms. Ubaid,
yes.
You asked me a question as to what do I really mean when I'm saying that Hifazat-e-Islam taking an anti-India position. I'm just going to read out some of the statements that they have made, and the fact that this is the same very organization who's meeting Mohammed Yunus. Their position as far as Sharia law is concerned, their position as far as progressive elements in Bangladesh is concerned, everyone is aware of what Hifazat-e-Islam really stands for.
You have to get your facts straight. This same Hifazat-e-Islam Sheikh Hasina have sat with Hifazat-e-Islam, had 3 hours meeting with them, went to Hifazat-e-Islam rally and declared herself Qawmi Mata, which means, their mother. So basically, As far as BNP is concerned, we do not. There is no space for terrorism in Bangladesh. We will not tolerate any kind of terrorism in Bangladesh or in the region, and we are against it. The specific people that you have spoken about and you have shown in your footage, I would definitely suggest that the Indian government and the current interim government talk to each other and figure out why and under which conditions these individuals were released in last few weeks. So that is BNP stand, because BNP doesn't support terrorism at any cost on the soil of Bangladesh or in the region.
Can we know your position, your party's position vis-a-vis ABT, Ansarullah Bangla team? The fact that their name has emerged in several infiltration bid that was carried out in the year 2015, leading to ABT's being banned not just in India but also in Bangladesh. BNP seems to have taken a complete different position as far as ABT is concerned. For you, Rahmani could be a patriotic leader.
BNP hasn't taken any such position. As I said, if I am pro-Bangladesh, if I am speaking on behalf of my country and my country's interest, it doesn't make me or any other person anti-India. It's just that I am supporting and I am talking on behalf of my country and my country's issues. And specifically regarding ABT, I think as I said, proper investigation should be done. Proper, thorough investigation should be done under what circumstances, why this interim government has led them, has made this release.
So you are demanding that Muhammad Yunus and his government, the caretaker government, should be looking into why ABT leader has been left out, but I don't see any sort of protest really coming in from the BNP, which happens to be one of the main stakeholders today in Bangladesh, about the concerns that many would have. These are genuine concerns that India has at this point in time, because it has got a direct ramification as far as national security, not just in India, but in the subcontinent. How is it that the BNP is extremely muted in their entire response?
You can't just isolate last 1.5 months and forget last 15 years. India has helped this undemocratic regime to be in power for so many years, and that's what the perception is in Bangladeshi people's mind. So they have to come forward and they have to gain the confidence of people of Bangladesh, and then talk to the interim government that how India-Bangladesh relation can go forward. Regarding BNP's stand on this, BNP is very clear. We want the country to be united. We want the country to be united and working together for a better Bangladesh. Of course, we want good relationship with India. India is our largest neighbor. BNP have always been tried to reach out to India, and no matter which government have been in power in India, but it is a two-way street. So it doesn't work one way. So India cannot afford to have just a good relationship with one person or one political party, which is Awami League, which they did for last 16 years. And the price, Bangladeshi people have to pay that price. So India have to change its foreign policy regarding Bangladesh and think how they can actually move forward and have a better relationship with Bangladesh in every aspect. So then they can talk about all these individuals who have been released and why they have been released. They should have a bilateral dialogue with Bangladesh, which we have seen that recent dialogues have been happened between Mr. Yunus and Mr. Modi, and they should continue that dialogue. And I think through that dialogue something positive will come up.
Final question that I want to take with you, because I have heard a few of your leaders essentially saying that BNP is open to talking to India. But India has been very clear about its position, that as far as perhaps talking to any political party, it can only happen when that political party does not really support any organization that is against us, against our national security. So are you saying, Ms. Obaid, that the BNP is ready to talk to India whenever the situation comes up, and you're willing to make your position very clear vis-a-vis Pakistan, vis-a-vis ISI, vis-a-vis even organizations which seem to be inimical to India in Bangladesh?
Bangladesh Nationalist Party believes in a kind of foreign policy where we will have a good relationship, bilateral relationship with all our neighbors and rest of the world, assuming that our Bangladesh's interests are met and our people of Bangladesh's interests are met first. So that in that regard, India is no different. India, we want a good relationship with India, but of course it has to be an equal relationship. It has to be it's just India cannot afford to have a relationship only with one party, as I've already mentioned. BNP wants a united Bangladesh, and India has to understand that. And we want to continue to have a good relationship with India, but not when you say anti-India. If I am talking on behalf of my country, when I'm speaking on behalf of my country, my people of my country, it doesn't make me anti-India, or it doesn't make me anti-America or anti-China or any other country. I am just a nationalist. And I am supporting my country. That's what it means. So India has to come and make terms with that.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Ubaid, for joining us on This Is Exclusive. Remember, as far as the condition in Bangladesh is concerned, as many are already indicating, that the sharp turn that the caretaker government has actually taken has only raised a lot of concern. And now the impending visit of Donald Lu. What does that essentially mean? A story that we'll be tracking very closely. Thank you very much. Shifting focus now to the other big story. The full picture, ladies and gentlemen, now coming in from RG Kar Hospital. On August 9, a 31-year-old doctor was brutally assaulted, raped and murdered. Thereafter, there was an attempt that was made to cover up this entire matter. The reason why we are saying Operation Cover Up is because of the kind of evidence that has now come out in the open. Two aspects that we are going to touch upon tonight, ladies and gentlemen. An order that was passed by the RG Kar Hospital authorities and the medical department. The department that reports to Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee. All this and much more on the other side. Let's now take you through the full picture of what really happened at RG Kar Hospital on 9th of August and why the lens is on Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The letter that has been accessed by Republic Bangla puts the full spotlight on Mamata's ministry, the health ministry, the decision that was taken by the department to carry out renovation, demolition work just adjacent to the scene of crime. Something that the CBI has actually told the court that the scene of crime was not intact. Now, this is the full picture. Let's start with this and let me go across to my colleague Kishalai, who's joining us from Republic Bangla to take us through the first part of what we are now calling the full picture of what happened on 9th of August, 10th of August, and the Operation Cover Up. First to you, Kishalai, take our viewers through the details of the letter that has now exposed the full cover-up.
Well, exactly, Shawan. 9th of August, the brutal rape and murder was all over the media. The whole country was talking about it. The body of Dr. Abhaya was recovered. What happens on 10th of August? The principal of RG Kar, was he really thinking about the murder in his institution? No, he was giving an order. What order did he give? I'll show you now. This is a letter, notification by the government of West Bengal, Office of the Principal, RG Kar Medical College, memo number RKC 4197. Now I'll mark out the portions and show you what happened in this order. Look at this date. 10/8/2024, 10th of August 2024. I'll remind our viewers, 9th of August is the date when Abhaya was found murdered and brutalized. On 10th of August, the principal gives out a notification saying, a notice saying, he writes a letter to the executive engineer of PWD saying, repair, renovation and reconstruction work of on-duty doctor's room is needed. Where is this on-duty doctor's room? It is just beside the seminar hall where Abhaya was found, a few meters away. Now he's saying, Sandeep Ghosh is saying that this needs to be done on an urgent basis. This needs to be done on an urgent basis immediately. He's again saying here, Shawan, we are hereby requested to do the needful immediately, right now. That's what he's saying. Do it right now. Break down the room right now. Now, this is not just this is not a statement or notice by just Sandeep Ghosh, but also the issue is already discussed and resolved in the meeting with Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of West Bengal. Narayan Swarup Nigam was there with him in that meeting where this was decided. And where was this happening? First of all, this was happening today, which means 10th of August. Where was it happening? In the boardroom of RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, signed by Sandeep Ghosh, dated 10/8/2024. The Health Secretary of West Bengal, Narayan Swarup Nigam, very close to Mamata Banerjee, was sitting in the boardroom of RG Kar Hospital on 10th of August, evening 6:30 p.m., sitting with Sandeep Ghosh, deciding how to destroy and demolish all the rooms across the seminar hall. And this is what else is this if not tampering of evidence and removing crucial proofs and evidences from the crime scene where Abhaya was found. So this is an institutional method. People of West Bengal are saying that this is an institutional method of tampering with the evidence.
In fact, Kishore, let's now tell our viewers the full picture of what happened on 9th of August, because this letter, ladies and gentlemen, that you see was of 10th when the meeting took place at RG Kar Hospital. Now I'll tell you what really happened on 9th of August and why that's the other fulcrum of this entire investigation. The 40 minutes cover-up mystery. This is linked to the letter that you actually see. The 40-minute cover-up mystery is because RG Kar Hospital and Tala police station is just about few kilometers away. This is about 5 minutes away. They received a call first around 9:30. 9:30 is when the body was recovered by an assistant professor of RG Kar Hospital. But after 9:30 till about 10 o'clock is they do not 10:10 is when the call actually goes. Received the first call from RG Kar police outpost. That's when the diary entry is actually made by the police. The police officers thereafter leave for RG Kar. So what did they really do between 9:30 in the morning and 10:10 in the morning? That's the big question. We'll come to that. Around 10:30 thereafter, from 10:10 to 10:30, remember that's the time lapse that you see. Tala police station officers reached the spot and that's when the scene of crime was secured. So almost for 1 full hour, the scene of crime was left completely unattended. The distance between RG Kar Hospital and Tala police station is just about 1 kilometer, which is about exactly 5 minutes. That's the distance that is there. But remember, for the police, it took way much more than that. Distance that you see is for about 5 minutes. But after the call that was received at 10:10, question number 1, why did the RG Kar Hospital take so much time to inform the outpost, which is just few meters away from the RG Kar Hospital? That's question number 1. Question number 2, what really happened between those few minutes? And this letter now proves that on the 10th, the scene of crime was tampered with because there were RG Kar Hospital authorities, members who carried out a complete recce. They had carried out a survey, and it has been admitted by them that the survey was done. And thereafter, a handwritten note was prepared, and this note that you see finally was issued thereafter. And they, in their letter, say that urgent renovation work should have been carried out. Let me once again go back to my colleague Kishore, who's getting us more details. Kishore, we have also put out the 40-minute cover-up, and that 40-minute cover-up now seen with this particular letter raises some very uncomfortable question. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with more exclusive stories.